Hey.
Oh, I still have a very particular level of dietary restrictions. Welcome to Murphy.
Anyways,
I have a,
welcome back to more Crash Bandicoot. Sean is still playing. We talked for a brief 5 seconds about doing the switch, but Sean seems persistent. He thinks that this is the moment. Tonight is the night. How does that song go? The city can't hold us.
so we put our hands
Yep.
up like the ceiling can't hold us.
Yep, that's the one.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Little bit of humble, little bit of cautious, looking for a better way of getting out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking you hit me get up. Yeah, I'm white. Okay, anywho.
Anywho.
Yeah, David and I talked, and the conclusion I came to was I know I'm hopeless. I know there's no reason to believe in me. But by golly, this will be quite the momentous occasion if I can manage to beat this level.
It'll be his defining moment in his life so far. This has been the worst
This
day
is
of my
true.
life. It's the worst day of your life so far.
So far.
Anyone who craps on the Simpsons movie can feel my wrath.
It's true. Also, feels like that movie was made for 2020.
Let's just put it in a dome.
I mean, if you think about it, that's not very different than a travel ban and a stay-at-home order.
Except for a dome would keep everyone together. Dome Depot.
I was elected to lead, not to lead. Number three.
I have 5 options. Number 3. Don't you want to read them first? Come on, I was elected to lead, not to read. Number 3.
It's a great line in that movie.
And then when it gets to the one in the future, and he's like, "Don't you think I should read them?" He's like, "No, I'll pick this one." What? This one? I want 1. No. 2. Double it. 4. Thank you for being honest.
Green Day's cameo was also an all-time great.
Thank you all for coming. We've been playing for 8.5 hours. Now it's time to take a moment and say something about the environment. Boo! I think they were touching on a vital issue. I beg to differ. Off we go. Into the abyss. Fighting Native American Captain America. I'm not proud of that one.
Alright, sorry I made the joke, Captain Native America. And I thought you were just being silent because it was a terrible joke.
Nope, I was being silent because I didn't hear it. I would have laughed at that. It's better than my Native American Captain America.
Alright, let's do this thing.
Let's foo this dang.
Let's thing this do.
Yeet. Alright. Live kitten time.
Amen.
Ramen.
Away! I have mastered this part.
I mean, in the game's defense, this part's not very hard.
At least let me have some self-esteem. Thank you.
Hey, I
You're
at least
welcome.
got this part. Aside from the beginning, it's the easiest part.
Shut up.
Leave me alone.
So I I used to defend something pretty heavily, and I'm watching through that what that specific thing is. I'm currently watching through The Office for like the 27,000th time, and generally I can find things that I like about like certain seasons. Um, you know, there's times in The Office that I feel like the show is really good. I feel like the show's really hitting its stride, and like season three is in my opinion the best season of the show. Season two is also great. Season five, I like really seasons one through five, in my opinion, is as close as you can get to a perfect sitcom. Season six, it's like all right, they're trying new things. You can tell that the writing staff has changed a little bit. Still really funny. Season seven, same thing. And then season eight, when Michael's not there, that's generally where everyone believes, the quality is significantly dipped in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And there's things about season eight that I still really like. I think Andy being the manager just fits really well. I think he's the best replacement to Michael being manager possible, other than obviously Dwight. But man, I just got to tell you, dude, it is bad.
Because I think in
Like
terms
it
of
is.
like the comedy powerhouse, because uh, at the basics, like The Office is a comedy, but not everybody who plays a character is necessarily a comedian. Like I wouldn't consider like Rainn Wilson or John Krasinski to be comedians. They're actors and they're fitting a part. Like they can be funny, but they sit more on being an actor versus like Steve Carell, who's in my opinion a movie comedian. Um, and I
Right.
think in your defense, where Andy probably fits so well in that role is because Ed Helms is also like a comedian versus just being an actor.
Right. I would still say, I mean, Rainn Wilson definitely is more of a comedic actor and less of a comedian proper. Um, it's just, I think the big thing is James Spader just does not fit the tone of the show well at all. And I watched through the D'Angelo Vickers episodes again, which is, for those who don't know, Will Ferrell's part in the show. And in my opinion, D'Angelo, like, Will Ferrell, even though I still think they could have, I think they missed the mark on his character. I think they could have done more because, I mean, it's Will Ferrell, perhaps the funniest comedic actor alive, if not one of them.
Agreed. You got to be almost there.
David, I've never gotten to this part before.
we're
I,
we're
I'm,
hitting new ground.
I am next level excited right now.
You might actually do
Oh
this
no.
without my help.
Oh no. It's giving me so many lives. I am so nervous.
You got a trophy.
It says I meant to do that.
But it's
So-
funny because you didn't.
Thank you for explaining the joke. That's when they're funnier, is when jokes are explained. No, but anyway, yeah, it's just there are certain things like it's undeniable. Dwight is still funny. Andy's still hilarious. But certain, like, the biggest mishandling of the show, in my opinion, is after season six. It's just clear they don't know what to do with with Jim and Pam until season 9 when they're like, oh, we need to actually have conflict in their marriage. Um, it's just one of those things where uh, the show just kind of, it almost loses its sense of direction for a couple seasons there.
Well, that's bound to happen for a
And
show that goes 9 seasons. You did it.
oh, for sure.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't jump down again.
Oh my gosh.
Look at all the
Wow,
boxes
that
you've
feels
missed.
good.
Look at your hurting Crash, his little noggin.
Hey, it don't matter. I made it. I can look in the eyes of the people surrounding me and say, I made it. And yeah, they can shake their head disapprovingly at me, but I still did it.
Now, I just want to put the game in perspective for you. That was
Uh-huh.
definitely not the hardest level by a mile.
So we're gonna have a lot of episodes.
Yep.
All right, perfect. Let's do this.
Got your
I
mask.
thought somehow I died already.
Nope, you got your mask. Don't think there's anything over there.
Why is that platform there?
I'm not Naughty Dog. You should ask them.
It's like yet again another Simpsons reference. Do you remember when Homer Simpson is Poochie and Itchy and Scratchy?
Mm-hmm.
And he does a Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and the Itchy and Scratchy video game. Is it possible to leave the wizard's lair without attaining the wizard's key? He's like, what kind of stupid question is that?
Homer says the things we want to say.
Dude, Homer is us. I need to see The Simpsons talk about coronavirus.
It'll probably happen.
That's what I need.
It'll come.
South Park is doing a pandemic special on Wednesday as we're recording this.
Well, I mean, South Park does move at a pretty accelerated pace compared to other shows too. So that doesn't surprise me.
They make all their episodes in 6 days.
Yep. They do it quick. I think it's because their willingness to kind of risk things more than your standard adult animation.
Right.
Like, no offense to The Simpsons, but they don't take as many risks. And granted, it gets South Park into trouble, especially coming from somebody who doesn't really watch South Park. But I understand the appeal. But I also understand why people hate it, because it drives people up a wall.
Okay, you gotta think it'd be a fun job, though, to be in their legal department, right?
I mean, they probably have the worst job of everyone there. Everyone else can just take in all the benefits, and they're like, okay, you guys ripped on this group of people, you ripped on Scientology, you ripped on this. Just try, and I don't even mean like drive everybody up a wall, like, oh, the humor's not funny. I mean, like, when they offend certain people.
Right. Like the Muslim community when they had to take down the episode where they show Muhammad.
Yep. Yuppers, my dude.
Yeah. All right.
You got this.
Share play stops in 5 minutes.
Alright, so we'll cut this one short. We'll play for 3 more minutes. Sorry for the shorter episode, my friends. Just so we're not cut off abruptly.
Maybe that means a bonus episode? Probably not.
They're coming out. Leave us alone.
Listen, sometimes you have to leave the people wanting more. or in that case, or in this case, sometimes you have to leave them the ability to not have to watch that much for a day. You know, it's like it's already a lot to watch someone fail on a repetitive basis. You don't need to have them, sit there and watch you fail all the time.
Every time you play. I mean, what?
Come on! Okay. All right. Last life. So if I die here,
We'll start it next time.
that's showbiz.
If he dies here. Wink, wink.
Yeah, we all know it's a win. All right. Well, I don't think of a better way to end your daily dose of Murphy than getting slapped by a fish. So,
Get the fishy slapped.
thanks.
You just got fish slapped.
I don't. I don't. I don't like that.
All right.
Thanks for watching another daily dose of Murphy, and we'll catch you on the flip side.